extra time.
2 घंटे में डिलीवरी, विश यू अ स्पीडी रिकवरी। कोई भी दवा अब नहीं करो मिस, दवाई चाहिए एसएप तो बस एक अपोलो 24/7 डिलीवर करे आपकी पूरी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन सिर्फ 2 घंटों में।
How do you reflect on the turnaround between those second and third tests from pretty devastating defeat at Lords to a comprehensive victory at Headingley?
Yeah, I think it shows the character that we've got in the group, to be honest. There's always sort of quiet confidence going into this game, the way we're trained, the way we're prepared. And sort of see that bear out on the field was fantastic. I thought we were relentless with the ball and we created big partnerships with the bat. And obviously Joe went on and got a big score as well. So for me, it shows the character we have in the group and the confidence that we have within them. Obviously, this will help that as well.
A feature of the Lords game was how fiery India were, particularly on that last day. At Headingley, England were quick out of the traps and India perhaps not quite as chirpy. Is this India team one that if you do get on top of them, maybe a little bit of that fieriness goes out of them quite quickly?
Well, I think the key is just getting on top of them. We know they're a very good team. And once they get on top, it's difficult to stop them. Like you say, we got out of the traps the quickest this time. We put them on the back foot and we kept the pressure on them. It shows what you can do if you put teams under pressure. And the game plan that we went in with worked. And I thought the guys executed that very well. But as I say, it shows once you put people on the back foot, when the pressure gets there, then we can get into them.
Looking ahead to this week, can you give us a bit of an update on how some of your players are travelling? So what's the fitness situation of Chris Wokes and Mark Wood? And can you tell us about Josh Butler's personal situation and if he's going to be available both for the 4th test and the 5th test?
Well, I think we'll start with Wood and Wokes. Both of them have come through fine. Wood was bowling yesterday in the morning and at the lunch interval. He's come through fine. So, he will be available for selection. And obviously Wokes has played as well. So he now becomes available again. And obviously with Josh, we'll keep monitoring that.
So what is the situation with the squad? Is Chris going to be added to it?
Potentially, yes. If he's available, he could potentially be in. I'll speak more about the squad later on once it's all finalised. We're just in the process of doing that at the moment.
Can you tell us about how you see Ollie Robinson? Obviously, he's had a really impressive start to his career here, and I suppose England have been looking for that guy maybe who might lead that attack for the next however many years to come. Underneath Jimmy and Stewart, is he that guy? Is he going to be a player of some great significance to English cricket?
Well, I think he's certainly put his best foot forward, hasn't he? You look at the performance he's got out there, but he does the basics very well. If there's any movement there, he finds it. He's relentless with the way he attacks the stumps. He's got a lot of really good attributes there, and there's nothing to say that he won't have a great career in front of him. He just, stays fit and keeps doing what he's doing, really. But he does the basics really well. Extracts bounce. He's tall. He's got a high release point. He's got a lot going for him.
And just lastly from me, do you, we have those touchstone series that we all remember all the way going back to 2005 in this recent times. Do you get the feeling that this 2021 series against India, it might be one we look back on in years to come as a classic?
Well, you'd hope so. There's been some good cricket already by both sides. It's obviously we know India are a very good side, and difficult to beat. But what we've shown is we've got the class in there to do that as well and match them. We've been behind before. I think we spoke about this last time. Obviously after the Lords test, we've gone 1-0 down before and come back and won the series. And all being well, we're going to keep challenging to do that. We'll see some great cricket. Maybe it will be one of those series that we look back and go, wow, that was fantastic.
Just wondered whether you would have any hesitation handing the gloves to Jonny Bairstow in either of these final 2 tests, depending on, Joss's availability. Is Jonny up for doing that? And is it fair to him to give him another role when he's, obviously been given the number 5 role in this series and he's not really had a very settled time in this test team over, a number of years?
Well, to be honest, the simple answer is yes, I'm confident that Jonny can do the job if asked. And yes, Jonny would want to do the job if asked as well. So we've already had those conversations. So he's happy to do that.
Just wondering what that win meant for you on a personal level, both as a sort of Yorkshireman returning to Headingley, but also, you know, after a run of 7 tests without a win, were you starting to sort of question some of your methods? Were you starting to worry about your position? That kind of side of things. What did the win do for you?
Well, I mean, personally, it was a great win for me. Obviously, do it back at Headingley in front of a big crowd there was great. But to be honest, I mean, I've said this to you before, but I don't particularly worry about my position. It's something that I make a conscious effort not to do because I think it'll cloud my judgment. And I've got to continue to make decisions that I believe is best for the team. And obviously, regardless of my situation, I've got to keep making those decisions, but with the team coming first. And that's what I try to do, to be honest.
I was just wondering, I know you can't judge always too much from just the one game, but when the openers were putting the partnership together, when Rory and Hasib were sharing that century stand, did you feel the mood changing in the dressing room? And when did people start to think, yeah, this is great?
But to be honest, I mean, it's like I said, the whole sort of build up and throughout the game, there's been a great feel in the dressing room. It's been very calm, very relaxed, but very focused as well on the task at hand. But certainly, I mean, the confidence that comes when you put a partnership like that on to start with, I mean, the confidence that builds within the dressing room does really help. It goes a long way to helping us achieve the goal of those big first innings runs of partnerships and the individual to go on. And I mean, you've got people like Joe coming in sort of when the bowlers are into the second and third spells and things like that. He's going to hurt people, and that's exactly what he did. So I think, I mean, the openers have to take a lot of credit for putting us in a position that they did. I thought they were great.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.